today. We got our homie Doggface in the building. How you doing, man?
Chill, man. You know what I mean? Just sitting here living life.
Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you again for joining us today. Just to start off, usually we go ahead and take a quick dab here. You got anything to smoke on today?
I don't with me right here,
Oh, no
but
worries.
I'm on. But yeah, I took some syrup earlier.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, nice, nice. Raspberry too. Hell yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the syrups, man. The syrups are super, super good. I love just like the effect. I feel like it's almost like because I don't really drink, but you know when you have like a beer or two and you just get that kind of slight buzz and just happy and bubbly. I love that.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like that's how the
Oh
syrups
yeah.
make me.
Yeah. Edibles don't. They don't. It takes a while for them to kick in and everything like that, whatever. But I don't ever feel them.
Right,
And
right.
with the syrup, I actually felt it. You know what I mean?
See, that's how I am too. The syrups are, there's a brand out here called Break Bros. They have an unflavored syrup too, so you can mix it with fucking anything and don't taste it at all. It's crazy.
Right on. I was straight out the bottle with this one.
That's the way to go, man. But yeah, just to
Yeah.
start off, dude, you've had a crazy 2020, like just from the beginning. So what would you have to say is the craziest thing that you've gotten to do since you've gone viral this year? Just like your top thing.
One of the top ones has to be, conversating with Tommy Chung. Mick Fleetwood has to be top one too. Just legends in themselves. You know what I mean? It's
Right,
just
right.
being able to talk to them and share the same air as Snoop Dogg as we're both puffing. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's a blessing as well.
Dude, yeah, that's insane. It's crazy too, because our first interview that we got was actually with Tommy Chong, and it was right when the Cheech and Chong Bud Farm game came out. So it's crazy. We did that interview probably right before 420, and then you got added to the game a couple months later. So how did that come into play, man?
That's awesome. Yeah, they reached out to my management company, somehow. All I know is I was getting an offer, they're like, hey, Cheech and Chong want you to be in their game. And I was like, no way, that's insane,
Right.
Me animated inside of a game with Cheech and Chong is just like mind blowing, you know what I mean? And with Tommy Chong and, Cheech and Chong, you know what I mean? That's the insane thing right there.
Right.
But yeah, it was just, I was blessed, you know what I mean? And yeah, I just jumped on board as quick as I could. And yeah, it was something that I wanted to do.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's like I was saying, it's crazy too, because it was just like we did that plug, and then all of a sudden we seen your video. You were fucking everywhere, man. Like it's crazy everywhere. And then see you getting the offers for like the Cheech and Chong Bud Farm game, seeing you do the stuff with Wiz. Like it's awesome, dude. I'm really stoked to see that you've had a really positive 2020. Like, because overall it's been kind of a bummer year, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Real shitty year.
Right, right. So when did you kind of start getting into like smoking weed? So do you remember like your first time smoking?
Yeah, I started smoking when I was 11 and, not heavily, but yeah, I started
Right,
smoking when I was 11 years old. Basically, I'm going to say I started smoking on a regular basis and whatever when I was 15 or 16.
right,
But, from 11 till then, it was a weekend thing, or something like that. It was just basically just to get blazed.
right,
But hell
exactly.
yeah, that's when they had seeds and stems all up in there and everything.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Nobody knew how to
Oh,
grow the shit.
exactly.
That's crazy, man. So what do you prefer now? Because I know it's options are crazy nowadays. You got wax, carts, flour, edibles. What do you prefer? Do you prefer like the flour, concentrates?
I love concentrates, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm a smoker, so
Right.
my freaking tolerance is high as hell. But I love flower, you know what I mean? Whoever smokes, I'm gonna say, you always have to go back to flower no matter what, because
Exactly.
to me it's just the plant, you know what I mean? And just to be smoking on that flower it's Jesus, you know what I mean?
Right,
It
right.
just feels good, But yeah,
Exactly.
I'll take my dabs, you know what I mean? 2, 3, whatever in the morning, just to get me going.
Hmm.
And then, like I said, I'll go and just smoke a J, or take a couple puffs off some flour, Like I said, I,
Right.
I always need flour.
Same here. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Even like concentrates too, like same with me. I can do dabs all day. I can eat a couple edibles here and there, but overall, like, I feel like there's like a different feeling that you get from the flower. You know what I mean? That just like
Exactly.
tops it off.
Yeah. Still earthy. You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So with the
So
TikTok
crazy.
and everything, man. So how did you kind of get started with that, and like how long have you been kind of doing that?
I started TikTok in December of 2018. I really didn't get into it or like kind of like good at it, I guess, until early of this 2019.
Hmm.
And, you know, it just started off with just seeing my daughter doing videos and everything. She invited me in on a couple. I was like, no, you know, I can't do that. You know, it's not me,
Right.
you know, but that's when it was musically and everything. And then when
Uh-huh.
it transitioned into TikTok is when she showed me again and I was watching it and I started seeing people more my age, people doing songs that I knew, you know, stuff like that. So basically that's when I kind of cling to it, you know what I mean? And
Right.
then me and my daughter were doing videos here and there. She got tired of me jumping on hers, so she was like, all right, you need an account yourself. I was like,
Right.
well, I'm not gonna go make me an account, you know. She's like, okay, I'll make you an account and you can do what you want with it. I was like, all right, cool. So she did that. And yeah, after that, fast forward to 4 months is when I started learning the app and everything. Then
Right.
yeah, I started doing videos good and everything. And I did my first viral video, which was the get up dance. Harvey Bass did it first,
Uh-huh.
I think it was. And I mimicked it just exactly like he did, you know, and my daughter filmed it. We got 1 million views in 2 days.
Oh yeah.
And that just blew my mind, you know what I mean? And I was ready to quit, ready to call it done. You know, I went viral. I did what most people can't.
Right.
And then my kids were going back to Montana. They're like, so what are you going to do with your TikTok fame now? You know, just giving me shit because I think I got 60,000 followers overnight just from that video.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I was like, I don't know, you know, I'm done, you know. And then my oldest, Angelia, she was like, no, you should just keep going, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, you know. I was like, well, I don't know what to do. That's the thing, you know. And she's like, well, do what you're doing, follow trends, make your own dances, you know,
Right.
be funny, do what you do. And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll try it, see what's
Uh-huh.
up, you know. And then yeah, I got that first account up to 136,000 followers, and then I started selling merch, started selling my 420 soldier shirts, you know.
Oh yeah.
TikTok didn't like the pot leap and all that. They banned me and whatever,
Right.
kicked me off of my first account.
Damn.
Got my new account in 2020, January 5th.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah, it took me about a month or 2 months to get my followers back, but
Right,
I
right.
eventually did get them back. Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's
it's
awesome.
crazy.
That's crazy, man. So from when that video dropped, has your like creative process changed at all from just because I know you've gotten tons of different offers, you're constantly having to do stuff. Plus I see you dropping stuff every day on your platforms anyway too, you know? Has your process changed at all, or have you had like a little less time to do things, or what's your process like right now because of that?
Definitely got less time to do videos, you know, now in a
Mhm.
way it seems, you know, but creativity is always up to me. I
Oh yeah.
think about the video. I like to see the video before I do it in my head, you know, because
Right.
that's, to me, that's someone speaking to me, telling me, you know, this is something that's going to happen, you know.
Exactly.
So, you know, I'll do something like that, you know, and basically if I don't see it or if I don't feel it, I'm not doing it, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man.
And yeah, basically with all these promos and everything that they've been giving me, you know, creative juices to do it, you know, on my part. If they don't like it, then like I said, I just tell them, you know, that's it. It didn't work out, you know. Oh
Right,
well,
exactly.
you know. Yeah, 2 tears in a bucket. So yeah, but then other than that, yeah, it's basically just me doing me. Everybody keeps trying to say if I'm trying to top Fleetwood, you know, Dreams, the video.
Uh-huh.
It's nothing like that, you know. Like I said
Right.
before, I just do this to put smiles on my faces, you know, not only mine, my soldiers as well, you know, the 420 soldiers out there, people who watch my content. I get, you know, more out of that than I do anything else. You know, it's just the
Right.
comments and everything, you know, that I get from people. My day ones, you know, that known me from when I was in my tent and everything in the shed. You know, I still have followers from there. You know, it's just awesome that time to time they check in with me, you know, and I still answer back because, you know, who am I? You know, nobody's nobody special. You know what I mean?
Right,
We all
right.
in this together, you know.
Hell
But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
it's crazy.
That's really awesome, dude. It's cool too to see that somebody like that's been able to blow up, get all this fame, get all this like big platform, and be able to have this voice and still be able to stay humble and everything. That's really cool. So,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
what is it that it kind of inspires you to go forward?
Mainly right now, it's just, you know, seeing myself get out of the warehouse, you know,
Right.
seeing myself get, you know, funds and jobs and everything like I did before. Like I said, I've been a worker, you know, I've worked since I was 14. I've just constantly worked, you know, and that's what I want to do now, you know, and it just seems awesome and better to me now that I can have different opportunities and ways of getting funds and, you know, and money and generate money besides, you know, labor and besides in a warehouse working my ass off, you know what I mean? Because
Exactly.
that's all I did my whole life. My dad's in there right now, still to this day, you know, working over there right now. And
Right.
for me, just to get something steady, something stable to where I can go to him and be like, Dad, you know, it's time, you know, you need to get out of here. Just go relax, you know, let me take care of you guys, you know, something like that, you know what I mean? I
Right.
hopefully can grasp onto something that'll keep me going. And if not, like I said, I'm a worker. That's what I do. No shame in my game. I'll go back to the warehouse any day. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. That's really awesome. So going back to the cannabis thing, so you're definitely a big cannabis influencer as well now, as well as the dance community, TikTok community, you know, skateboarding community. So do you see any plans of having like your own strain or your own cannabis brand in the future?
Yes, I'm glad you said that because honestly, yeah, pothead things, you know what I mean? We forget things, but yeah.
Right.
I teamed up with LA Traditional in Los Angeles, their grow facility or whatever out there in Los Angeles. I
Right,
teamed
right.
up with them. We're gonna start something coming out with them. We're gonna call them dog treats. It's
Oh yeah.
basically the buds, you know, the smaller buds that don't get used.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna we're gonna put those into packaging, sell them because it's gonna be premium bud, but at a, you know, at a good price.
Hell
And it's
yeah.
not gonna be the big nugs like everybody wants and everything. But like I said, they're dog treats, so they're just those little bits, but the
Right,
same
right.
quality of bud, but just at a different price. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, that's
And
awesome.
I have some concentrate coming out straight up right now. And what
Nice,
I
nice.
want to do is get a dog face, you know, exclusive in each state as far as I can. You know what I mean? That way
Oh
it's
yeah.
not competing with each other
Right,
and
right.
only one company has it in the state. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
every one I go and try. So, you know what I mean? So it's going to be fire. You know what I mean? No
Hell yeah,
doubt.
man. That's awesome. I think that's definitely a really, really good move. And two out here, Prop 207 just passed out here in Arizona too. So it's legal for rec out here too. So it's gonna be popping
Right
out here.
on. See, let's
Definitely
get
be
a
looking for it.
Doggface
Hopefully.
Arizona strain, man.
Hell yeah, man. Let's get it out here.
Hell yeah.
Well, shit, man. I don't want to keep you too much longer. But before I let you go, do you have any words that you want to say to the fans watching?
I just want to say, keep your smiles going. You know what I mean? Everybody knows what they can do to make themselves smile. That's the best thing, is just keep yourself happy. Then you can show it out to the world. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
yeah, I got some dab necklaces on my merch. Go check that out. Stocking stuffers like a mother. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. Nathan, thank you again for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Love your content, man. Keep doing what you do. Keep pushing out those positive vibes. Really appreciate it. Thank you again for joining.
Thank you, man. Thank you for
Have
the
a good
time.
one.
Peace.